What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm gonna share with you a really good tip that is gonna help you learn faster and get enough experience for your first job. Alright guys, so apart from one of the most important keys, which is consistency, that you should be learning, of course, try to do every day a little bit of learning, study, or at least a couple days a week to really improve your knowledge and all these kind of things. But another one of the most important points that I want to mention in this video now is to learn the fundamentals and the most important thing. So this is because there is a lot of people out there doing this mistake. I did it myself in the past, is learning things that you are not actually using at the moment. I'm gonna tell you, for example, I remember that when I was learning web development, I was spending too much time learning, for example, CSS animations, or for example, learning CSS box shadows, how they exactly work, or all of these things. Of course, I'm not saying that it's not important to learn them. Of course, in my opinion, it's important to, be aware that you can use them in a future project or something. But there is like this kind of mistake from a lot of people, including myself, like I said, that we are spending too much time trying to learn things that you are not going to use on projects that you are going to do on a regular basis. So for example, you are not going to use CSS animations on all of your projects. This is not an important feature for you, for example, to build a website. You can build a really nice responsive website without knowing any CSS animations. And these apply the same, for example, for JavaScript as well. I know that a lot of you guys, you are really enthusiastic with algorithms, or there's like many other things that you can do with JavaScript that you don't really need to go and dive deep into it to get enough experience for your first job. But I'm just saying, for example, this example of algorithms. So you don't really need to train all these kind of things, because unless you are gonna apply for a big company like Facebook, Microsoft or something, obviously these kind of companies, they just want the best of the best candidates, and they want to get the brilliant minds in there. So they just make these kind of challenges to see how people they solve in this kind of problems, and who can do a better solution and all these kind of things. But if you are going to work on a regular agency, or just like in a small company of your city, most likely you don't need to know all these kind of algorithms. Of course, it's good to know. I'm not saying it's not good, but don't spend too much time on these kind of things. I feel like I was doing the same. I feel like I was always like, oh, I need to know more, I need to know this, I need to know that, and time is just passing by, and you are not focusing on the most important fundamentals of building websites, for example, using CSS Flexbox or the CSS Grid. You know how you can build a responsive website. Media queries are a very important thing as well, to make sure your website looks well on all devices. Yeah, this is what I feel, that a lot of you guys are just spending too much time on things that is not really important. When I say CSS box shadows, animations, border radius, these are all things that you should be aware of them, that you can use them, of course, to make your website look better. But you shouldn't spend too much time trying to, oh, I need to really know these like the inside out or whatever. Just try to go into the basics and practice building stuff without these bells and whistles. And when you feel ready with all these kind of things, and if you actually need some of these things, you should go in and research and learn it. Because I'm gonna tell you, web developers like myself and many others, if we don't use something for a very long time, for example, if I'm gonna do some CSS animations now, because I'm not doing it every day, I don't remember, so I just do a quick Google search and I see how do they work, I try to see some examples and I will do myself. And this is what I'm trying to say, unless you do something every day, you will not remember it. And if you are just keep learning all these kind of things and you are not gonna use them, it's just like occupying space on your brain basically. But it's always good to be aware that you can use them. So if you need to do a quick Google research to put something on your project, you already know how to do it. Alright guys, so I think that's it for this video. It was just like a quick one, just to remind you that you don't need to learn everything, you don't need to keep everything on your mind. Just keep with the basics that you need to know to build websites. In the future, if you are building a project, even if it's your portfolio projects or for a company, you can do quick Google searches about it. That's it guys, I hope you like this video. If you like it, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.